Hey, what's up? Star Wars artist Matt Busch here, and I thought it would be really fun today to talk about the size difference between GROGU and Yoda. And I think a lot of times we think of Yoda being so small because he is so small, and then Baby Yoda, how much smaller is Baby Yoda? What is the difference between GROGU, the child, Baby Yoda, whatever you want to call him, and Yoda? What is the actual difference? So I am going to show you firsthand, but before we get to that, real quick, I want to give a shameless plug for this new Star Wars The Mandalorian art print. And this is a licensed Star Wars art print through Acme Archives. And if you are interested in obtaining one of these limited edition prints, they came out awesome. I'm just so happy with the printing and the textures. Like, everything on here just looks really, really cool. They're limited. There's only 250 of these in existence. But if you want to lock one in, you can go to Acme Archives direct, or you can go to darkinkart.com, either one of those places, and you can get one of these great prints. They ship them out. They just look so good. They're nice and pristine, and they come with an official certificate of authenticity. There aren't many of these left, but if you want to lock in one of these awesome prints, acmearchivesdirect.com or darkinkart.com, and look at, there is GROGU right there in all of his glory. These just look great in a frame. Some people have sent me photos of what these look like hanging up in their living rooms or their studies, and super happy with how these came out. All right, the reason you're here, you want to see the difference between Yoda and GROGU. Over here, I have a life-size Yoda, and this was I believe this was a Pepsi display. I'm not sure if this was a Blockbuster exclusive. I acquired this off of eBay years ago. Yoda, as you can see here, is about 3 feet tall, and his hands, though, are actually pretty big, and part of that reason is because they actually had real people hands kind of puppeting the hands, and the head is kind of person size. It's just this little 3 foot tall character. So man, how small is a baby version of this alien species? This is the Sideshow Collectibles GROGU, and this is the child. Look how adorable. They did such a great job putting together the detail in this life-size figure. Just look at the hair, and also Yoda has the hair up here. The hair is just so soft, and those gleaming eyes. I also love that GROGU comes with, here's the little, this is from the Razor Crest, this little knob right here, and it's got this little magnet so that he doesn't drop it. Look how tiny and cute those hands are. All right, so next to each other, how do GROGU and Yoda stack up? Let's take a look. If I set GROGU right in front, now GROGU might look a little bit bigger because he's closer to the camera, but you can see standing up, GROGU is only 16 inches tall. So GROGU is not only less than half the size, he's less than half the height of Yoda. So he's quite a bit smaller. Also, it's kind of interesting to see the color of GROGU because he is so young. It's just a little bit more of a vibrant, almost like a teal green, a mint green, mint chocolate chip. Oh my gosh. He looks like, doesn't he look like a mint chocolate, and like those are like 2 little chocolate chips? That's really gross that I was just eating an eyeball. But you can see Yoda is just a little bit more grayed out, a little bit more weathered, a little bit more warm with his coloring. When you look at them next to each other, size difference, much different in size. I think a lot of people just assume Yoda is already so small. Baby Yoda isn't that much smaller, but quite a bit smaller. Let's compare the feet. There's 3 little toes there. Look at Baby Yoda in comparison. Look how small that foot is. Take a look at GROGU's hand next to Yoda's hand. It's so tiny. Really interesting to see them side by side. You can get GROGU. I think they still have these available at Sideshow Collectible. I think it's just sideshow.com. I'm going to put a link down below. I'll say what it is down below. These, you have to scour eBay to try to find these. These were never actually available as a consumer product, but Sideshow Collectible makes these awesome life-size, the child We now know him as Grogu. I'm just so happy with this little guy. I keep this guy in my kitchen just so every time I walk into my kitchen, like he's just waiting for me and he's just so happy to see me walk into the kitchen. I've got the blue macarons in there. That's why he likes the kitchen. Definitely check out my Mandalorian art print, and Grogu and I will see you guys later.